Minister, this is Colonel Strigger.
How do you do, sir?
A shattering business, Colonel. The Prime Minister's already at Chequers. We'll be there in 30 minutes. We've been in constant communication with Paris, Moscow, and Bonn during your visits. I think the British government's approval will be a formality.
The evidence is absolutely conclusive.
If I might just...
Sure, Colonel.
It may speed things up. Go on.
The clincher is at the back.
It's an enlarged single frame from the cine film, sir.
It couldn't possibly be a fake.
The film was found undeveloped still in the camera.
Take Jean back to the car. I must get this. Take...
It's genuine. Take my word for it.
Keep pace with the escort.
I'll take the file, sir.
Come in. Ah, Colonel. Good to see you.
Well, how are they treating you, sir?
Fine, fine. Sit down. Look, I'm sorry to foul you up like this.
It's all right, sir.
How'd your wife take it?
Oh, she's fine.
Yes, that's what you need in this job. An understanding wife. Now, let's get on with it, shall we? Apparently, I'm stuck in this chair for another couple of months. Now, things are happening, Ed. A lot of it's going to fall on your shoulders. The Special Committee of United Nations meets day after tomorrow. We get the go, no-go decision then.
And you want me to be there?
Now, who else?
Would you turn around, Colonel?
Ah, Colonel Straker.
Gentlemen,
Please sit down.
thank you. First of all, I should like to apologize on behalf of General Henderson for his absence. As you probably know, he's still recovering from injuries he received in the car crash.
Thank you, Colonel. No doubt you will make an excellent substitute. Now, gentlemen, I suggest the best way for us to proceed is by a process of question and answer.
Colonel, as representative of our respective governments, we are being asked to approve the largest financial appropriation ever envisaged for an international project. 2 questions. Is the whole project, absolutely necessary? And if it is, are we getting value for money?
I believe the setting up of Shado is not only necessary, but absolutely vital. Every day we just sit about and talk about it, the potential danger increases. As to your second question, I believe this breakdown of expenditure might be helpful.
Fleet of submarines? Base on the moon? Satellites?
If I might point out, sir, we're confronted with alien spacecraft, possibly from another solar system.
Maybe the General and Colonel Straker have been reading too much science fiction.
The Earth is faced with a power threat from an extraterrestrial source. We've moved into an age when science fiction has become fact. We need to defend ourselves.
And how long will it take to set up this defense organization?
We estimate 7 to 10 years.
10 years? But you say, Colonel, the danger is imminent.
Yes, sir, that's true. But the type of organization we need can't be set up overnight. All I say is that any delay only increases the danger.
The estimate for security is astronomical.
It's a vital aspect.
Everything seems vital.
How is Shado to be organized regarding personnel?
On strictly military lines, we hope to recruit the best people available.
Internationally?
Yes.
And who will command this international band of heroes?
My government has stipulated the commander-in-chief must be an American.
Oh, yes, we know.
As the nation being asked to dig a little deeper into its pocket.
Naturally.
Gentlemen. We asked Colonel Straker here to answer our questions. I suggest we let him do so.
Well, there's no question in my mind, gentlemen. There's only one man for the job, General Henderson. He's the obvious choice.
Any further questions? Thank you, Colonel Straker.
Monsieur Duval, I understand you have 3 daughters.
Yes.
I pray that you never find yourself looking down at one of their mutilated bodies. I hope that the next UFO incident is not in your hometown. Thank you for your time.
Well, gentlemen?
It has been approved unanimously. You've done a great job, Ed.
Well, I thought I'd screwed it up, sir. I was only in there about 10 minutes.
Well, all we've got to do now is work 16 hours a day for the next 10 years.
Sure.
Oh, there is another thing I had to tell you. They appointed the commander-in-chief.
Who?
You.
Me?
Again, it was unanimous. It seems the French delegate, Duval, was particularly insistent.
But, sir, why?
Why not choose me? Oh, come on, let's not kid ourselves, Colonel. What sort of shape am I in? What sort of shape would I be in 10 years' time?
Oh, nonsense, General. Why, in a couple of months, you'll be out of that thing, up and about, as fit as ever.
You can always refuse. But if you do, It's got to be now. There'll be no turning back later.
Your place?
My place.
Well, it's been a long, hard slog. But we're ready. We're ready. I know how hard you've all worked. I think we can assume that the worst is over. And I want to thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Block's nearly finished.
Yes.
What'll happen to it then?
Oh, it'll be used. When it's finished, government department's moving in. Income tax, probably.
All that for the sake of security?
How else can you cover up the excavating of a couple of million cubic feet of earth?
I hear they're installing a voice print identification mechanism.
Yes, I tried out the prototype last week. It identified me as a female technician from Dublin. They said it was only a teething problem.
Well, they could be right. Come to think of it, you do look like one. A female technician from Dublin. Nice to see you smile again, Ed.
Well, fellas.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Well, how's it all going?
Slow, but we'll get there. Well, we are a bit behind, but I think we can make it up later.
Good. That's what I like to hear. Let's take a look at the office, Alec.
See you later. Well, it's all beginning to take shape.
Yes, this is it. Shado HQ. The nerve center of the whole organization. You know, Alex, setting all this up, the delays, the problems, security, personnel, 1,000 details, 100 holdups. Sometimes seems like we're fighting a 10-headed monster.
And what drives you on? Fighting the monster.
I don't know. Something inside me, I guess.
It's called dedication.
Pig-headedness would be nearer. Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Miss Eland.
The report.
Thank you. Messages?
Information. Q21 answer negative. Q46 satellite link effective. Q9700. The computer readouts available from today.
Have them put straight through to me, will you?
Yes, sir. Mr. Freeman to see you, sir. All right, Mr. Freeman.
But the girl in reception calls me Alec.
So?
Well, doesn't that inflame you with jealousy? Obviously it doesn't.
But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east. And Juliet is the sun.
Voice print, positive identification, 9-7. Freeman, Alec E.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You're new here, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
You must have passed all the tests.
All of them.
I bet.
Won't keep you a moment, Alec. Trouble? Oh, why else would I send for you? Take a look at this.
That's Westbrook Electronics, isn't it?
Yeah. What's left of it.
Well, what happened?
For 10 years, there have been setbacks. We've had accidents, miscalculations, errors of judgment, and other mishaps. Let's put Westbrook Electronics down to other mishaps.
You mean a UFO?
Well, there's no proof.
So bang goes the Utronic project. Just when we thought we really had something to track them down.
Now, don't panic, Alec. The Utronic equipment is safe. It wasn't in the building. It's intact, fully tested, and ready for shipment. The breakthrough. Shado have had Moonbase and the other satellites operational for the past few months. There have been a few UFO sightings, but no interceptions. We've got the teeth. Soon we'll have the eyes. Now, Freeman, you know how important this is to our whole organization. Now, the Utronic design team and the equipment are ready to be picked up in Los Angeles and flown here to England. Now, I'm making you responsible for the security of the entire operation. I mean you, personally.
Right.
Well, it must be quite a while since you landed an SST.
Just let's say it's part of the personal service. Shadow Control, this is Seagull X-ray.
Confirm arrival Stevenson Base, Los Angeles, 0835. Takeoff scheduled 1100 hours.
Roger, Seagull X-ray.
Call Moonbase, will you?
Yes, sir.
Status check. Target.
Affirmative.
Magnetic field.
Check.
Saturation density. Green. Resonator. Affirmative. Code.
Okay.
Displacements.
Go.
Filters.
Check.
Fluctuation.
Affirmative.
Reflex.
Excuse me. Right. Shadow control for you, Lieutenant.
Right. Lieutenant Ellis.
Good morning, Gay. I think I might have some action for you. I want Moonbase put on yellow alert from 1045 to track Seagull X-ray. Now it's carrying Shadow VIPs on the Utronic equipment. So let's keep everybody on their toes. We can't afford to take chances.
Roger. Joan, announce a yellow alert for 1045.
Yes, Lieutenant.
And complete the status check. I think this is going to be for real. I'm going to take a break. I'll be back about 10:30.
Okay. Moonbase will be on yellow alert from 10:45 Earth elapsed time. Repeat, 10:45 EET. All space trackers to be fully operational by 10:45 EET. Astronauts to be on standby.
Joanna?
Be right with you, Lou.
No hurry. I want to run a computer check on the interceptor systems in about 10 minutes. Hi, Gay.
Hello, Lou.
Do you think this could be it, Lieutenant?
Looks like it, Lou. An SST traveling at Mach 4 is a pretty tempting target, particularly as it's carrying the new Utronic equipment. Hello, Ken.
Hi.
Hi, Mark.
Gay, this alert, what do you think? Another false alarm?
Don't think so, Mark.
So this time it could be real.
Yeah, could be.
Well, I guess we could all do with a bit of action.
Well, I could do with a cup of coffee.
Sure.
Thanks.
Put Skydiver in the picture.
Yes, sir.
Message from Shadow Control, sir. Yellow alert at 10:45.
Right.
At last entry. Did you send it?
Yes, sir.
A refueling schedule. Transmitted on security code B.
Sorry, sir.
How long you been with us, Ford?
Just over 2 years, sir.
2 years. Long enough to know how important security is to Shadow. Now look, this headquarters, controlling Moonbase, the satellites, and a fleet of submarines, is 80 feet below a film studio, right? Now 400 people work up there, and not one of them knows all this exists. I have to play games, pretending to be the studio's chief executive. No one even dreams what my real function is. That's what security's all about.
I'm sorry, sir. Sometimes it's pretty difficult.
Difficult? So you think it's difficult, huh, Ford? Well, I'll tell you when it gets difficult. Have you ever thought about the victims of UFO incidents? Have you ever considered their parents, brothers, sisters? What do we tell them? They can never know the truth. So they live in agony for years, praying that someday their loved one may turn up, clinging to a thread of hope. Don't ever tell me that security's difficult. Sometimes it gets pretty close to home.
Yellow alert starts in 2 minutes, sir.
Be right with you. Stevenson Base, this is Seagull X-ray. Liftoff check complete.
Liftoff clearance. Roger, Seagull X-ray. You are clear to go.
You know? 10:45.
Right.
Brakes off.
Airspeed building. 130. 140. 160 V1. VR. Rotate.
This is Moonbase calling Sid.
This is Space Intruder Detector. Pass your message.
Seagull X-ray carrying VIPs and neutronic equipment is airborne. Track progress of aircraft until further notice. Keep sharp lookout for UFO.
Please pass your code so that your instructions can be complied with.
Stand by to receive code.
Standing by. Thank you. Your code is correct. I have Seagull X-ray on scanners. It is on course. Speed 1500 knots.
Moonbase computers confirm course correct. Airspeed 1500 knots. Right. Maintain tracking.
Hydroplanes check complete, sir.
Okay. Steer 042.
Steer 042.
042. Maintain present speed.
Maintain speed 40 knots.
Take over, will you, Bill? I'm going back to do my stuff with the passengers.
Right.
Herr Mahler? Good morning. Colonel Alec Freeman.
Ah, Colonel.
I'd like to congratulate you and your team, Herr Mahler. This looks like the breakthrough we've been waiting for.
Not my team, Colonel. May I introduce our chief designer, Virginia Lake?
How do you do, Colonel?
Well, for the first time in my career, I wish I was flying subsonic aircraft. The trip would take that much longer.
Just in case anyone's interested, I'm Phil Wade.
Oh, how are you? Well, looks like you're the answer to all our prayers.
Would you like to see the eutronic equipment, Colonel?
I think your equipment is fabulous, but I am familiar with it.
Really?
Yes. For instance, I know that a eutronic beam travels instantaneously.
Almost instantaneously.
Well, anyway, it means we'll be able to detect UFOs even when they're flying many times the speed of light in deep space.
Go on.
So, our moon-base interceptors will have a chance to destroy them before they reach the Earth.
Very good.
I can tell you more over dinner.
Don't you think you better get back to your little seat up front?
I suppose so. I'll be seeing you.
Colonel, you were right. You are familiar. with the equipment.
Everything okay?
Yes, sir. No sign of any activity.
Good.
I'll be in my office.
Right, sir.
Red alert. Red alert. UFO 428146 green.
Got it. 428146 green. Speed. Solid. Trajectory termination. Coming up. This is Moonbase to Shadow Control. Predicted trajectory termination, North Atlantic. Speed, solid. Going for intercept, out. Interceptors, immediate launch. Interceptors, immediate launch.
Interceptors go. Right.
This is Moonbase to all Shadow stations. Moonbase to all Shadow stations. UFO sighted, 428146 green, will report.
Attention all defense systems. This is a maximum security alert. Attention all defense systems. I say again, this is a maximum security alert. Condition red.
Speed 1.5 million miles per second. Range 75 million miles.
Okay. Yes.
70 million miles.
Maintaining solid. Red, 129046. Right. Trajectory. Still as predicted.
Lieutenant, I have green on interceptors 1, 2, and 3.
Moonbase to interceptors. Stand by to set missile control computer.
Right.
MCC reading 101-264-110. Missile timing 2496.
Missile program completed.
Range 8 million miles closing. 7 million miles.
Missile firing 5.4 seconds.
Detonation confirmed.
Negative. It's through.
Well, don't just sit there. Warn Skydiver. And get me Alec Freeman.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, Miss Lake, Shadow Control have just informed me that a UFO is approaching the North Atlantic. I'm afraid we must assume that this aircraft is its target. We're going to reduce height in order to gain the advantage of cloud cover. This will mean we'll have to reduce speed, but of course in the dense atmosphere, so will the UFO.
Presumably that increases Shadow's chances of intercepting it.
Yes, it does. I'd fasten your seatbelts if I were you. Look, don't worry. It'll be okay. Anyway, we have a dinner date. I wouldn't let anything interfere with that.
Thank you.
UFO entering visual speed range.
Radar and visual alert.
UFO on radar track, speed Mach 5.
Thank God for the atmosphere. It's the best protection we have.
A positive radar fix.
Well, it's up to skydiver now.
In position, sir.
Right.
Stand by. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Launch stations.
Launch stations. Clear 1.
1 clear.
Clear 2.
2 clear.
Ready for takeoff, sir.
Okay, lift-off stations.
Lift-off stations.
Checking boosters.
Circuits.
Cut boosters.
H-pulse circuits, okay.
Cutting boosters.
Relays, okay. But let's give everything. Interlocks engaged.
Stabilize gyros.
Trigger circuits, okay.
Right. Stand by for liftoff. Shadow control from Sky 1, airborne. Position 020, red.
Roger, Sky 1.
Airspeed down to 600 knots.
Right. Lower heat shield.
Right.
I don't like it. These clouds give about as much cover as a G-string on a belly dancer.
Sky 1 to Seagull X-ray, over.
Oh, Peter, am I glad to hear you. What's your position?
Right above you. Leveled off at 20,000. Sky 1 to Seagull X-ray. Have UFO on screen. Closing rapidly.
Roger. 10 degrees port.
Right.
UFO at 12 o'clock. You are the target. Coming into attack. UFO entered cloud layer. Keep a sharp lookout.
Roger. Shadow, steady.
Sky 1 to Shado Control. Reporting direct hit on UFO. It's gonna crash into the sea.
Good shooting, Sky 1. Come in, Seagull X-ray. Alec, are you okay?
I've aged about 5 years, but we're still in one piece.
Hello, Sky 1. Follow it down, Captain. Use your reconnaissance cameras.
Roger, will do. It went straight under. It seems to be breaking up. Hold it. There's a body.
Please confirm. Did you say body?
Yes, it's a body.
How's it going, Alec?
Everything's fine.
Good.
Moonbase and the other tracker stations will have the Utronic system fitted and operational within a week.
Well, that's just great. Well, you look tired, Alec. Why don't you help yourself to a drink?
Thanks. I think I will. You never touch it, do you?
Self-control.
Maybe drinking needs more self-control. Well, when does, it arrive?
Any time now.
You waited a long time for this one.
Yes. 10 years. It's been 10 years since we had the first confirmed UFO landing on Earth.
And that was after a decade of speculation, reports, official denials, you name it.
You know, Alec, when I was made commander of Shado, I thought it was all going to happen.
You've done a good job. The best.
Well, I've tried. But how far have we progressed? I mean, what do we really know about UFOs? What are they? Where do they come from? What do they want? Yes.
Mayland Hospital, Shado Section. Your special patient has arrived, sir. We will use underground corridor 32 to Shado Medical Center.
Right.
Well, maybe some of the answers are coming in now.
Well done, Peter.
Thanks.
You're wanted in debriefing immediately.
Right. See you later.
What's the position, Doctor?
Alive and in a critical condition. Excuse me.
What are the chances of survival?
Well, he was equipped with an advanced apparatus that enabled him to breathe liquid. The helmet was removed as soon as he was picked up, and an attempt was made to restore normal breathing. The problem is that there's still some liquid left in his lungs, so it's too early to say yet. Excuse me.
Space travel in a liquid environment. The very thing we've been experimenting with.
Yes. Well, apparently they've done it.
I must ask you to leave now.
Right. Let me know the moment you have anything, Doctor.
Commander Straker.
Is he alive, Doctor?
Yes.
Well?
Well, the general analysis has shown that he's humanoid.
You mean like us?
More or less. Body temperature 3 degrees paranormal, blood pressure rather low, muscular development poor. The skin has an artificial green coloration, probably absorbed from the liquid. The interesting thing here is that the hair hasn't picked up this tint, which suggests that the liquid contains a bioacrophilic compound. Also, the fact that the eyes were protected by plastic shells seems to support this theory. Anyway, we'll know more when we get the computer readout from the first electromedical check. It'll be a few minutes.
A man. From a solar system probably 100 million miles from Earth.
It's incredible.
What is?
Well, we can't be certain yet, but this preliminary test shows organ and gland transplants. Heart, liver, left lung, thyroid.
Do you realize what this could mean, Alec?
It's still theory.
Theory. Fact. After almost 10 years of possible, probable, and confirmed UFO incidents. Fact. On a number of fully documented occasions, mutilated bodies found after UFO attacks. Organs missing. Fact. An electromedical examination on the first alien we lay our hands on shows organ transplants.
The doctors aren't certain.
No, not yet. But I'm willing to bet that our proof lies at the end of that corridor.
Dr. Schroeder? Intensive care unit. We have an emergency. I'm afraid he's dead.
When can I have a post-mortem?
48 hours.
Make it 24. Not the details. Just what really matters.
The rapid aging isn't documented in the report. We're not sure why it happened, but it's certainly connected with the reaction of Earth's atmosphere on the body.
Now, gentlemen, let's concern ourselves with the three main questions regarding UFOs. One, where do they come from? Now, the fact that the lungs were filled with an oxygenated liquid seems to indicate a subjection to phenomenal acceleration and fantastic speed over a long period, long enough for the skin to pick up the green coloration of the liquid. Now, all this would appear to add up to an extended journey through space, perhaps several months, at many times the speed of light. Question number two, who are they? Well, obviously, in science and technology, several hundred years in advance of man. But everything in this report seems to add up to a dying race. Hereditary sterility was evident. But by using drugs and advanced transplant techniques, they could have found a way to stop the natural aging process. They're also highly intelligent, so they presumably come to Earth knowing the risk of contact with our atmosphere. Which brings us inevitably to question number three. Why do they come? This report indicates 5 major organ and gland transplants. In the case of the heart, tissue compatibility test shows that it was human in origin. It came from Earth, gentlemen. Therefore, one of the reasons they must obviously come is to obtain organ replacements. But there may be other reasons. Imagine a dying planet in some distant corner of the universe. Its natural resources exhausted. Its inhabitants sterile. Doomed to extinction. Situation we may one day find ourselves in, gentlemen. So they discover Earth, abundant and fertile, able to satisfy their needs. They look upon us not with animosity, but with callousness, as we look upon our animals whom we depend on for food. Yes, it would appear they are driven by circumstance across 1 billion miles of space, driven on by the greatest force in the universe, survival.
Check on the test, sir.
There's no possible doubt?
No, sir. Electronic tissue analysis is as positive as a voice print.
Right.
Tell me something.
Yes. I wanted to have a word with you before you flew out.
It's about my sister, isn't it?
Yes. I'm afraid she's dead, Peter. There's no longer any doubt. I think you know how sorry I am.
What happened?
I don't think you'd like to know the details.
I think I'd like to know.
Your sister was last seen in the vicinity of a UFO incident nearly 10 years ago. The alien's body recovered from the sea was subjected to intense medical examination. The heart was a transplant. The donor was Leela Carlin. What will you tell your parents?
I don't know.
You realize, of course, that they can never know the truth.
A funeral without a body. A symbol of human compassion. The long finger of tragic coincidence stretching across 1 billion miles of space. Is this the end or the beginning? Where does the universe end? Where does it begin?
Dawson, medical technician, Shadow HQ. I'll be on duty in an hour.
Earth blast off, 15 minutes precisely. All personnel for leave report to control sphere immediately. Will Paul Roper report to control sphere immediately? Countdown is proceeding.
Liftoff complete. All readout is go.
The answer's no. I won't do it.
You're being stupid.
It's no good. I can't go through with it. Do what you want to.
Temper.
For God's sake, look, I said I won't tell you anything.
There's always Carol.
My wife?
Yes.
Leave her out of it, will you?
Paul? Paul, is that you? Paul? Paul?
you come back?
It's all right, darling. Come on. It's all right.
Oh.
Come on. Come on, it's all right, my darling. It's all right. Sit down.
I'm sorry.
Now, calm down, darling. It's all right. I'm here. Look. Take one of these.
Yes. Shouldn't we phone someone, the police or something?
The police? Yes. Yes, I'll phone them right away. All right, darling?
Leave the door open.
You swine. All right, you've convinced me. I can't talk now.
I'll call again.
No. When? Tomorrow night, 12 o'clock. My car. I'll give you all you want then. But if you come near my wife again, Carol. Hello, darling. How do you feel?
Fine. That pill certainly did the trick.
Yes. Listen, you mustn't worry about last night. It's all right now.
Thank you, darling.
Tea?
You phoned the police?
Yes. They came round. You were asleep. They seem to think your scream frightened him off. You did scream.
Yes.
Well, you can forget it. They caught him. Picked him up a couple of miles along the road.
What did he want?
Oh, just an intruder. Apparently they've been after him for some time.
Will I have to make a statement?
I don't know. Or maybe not. It's an open and shut case. Look, darling, I've got to go. I'll ring you. Are you sure you'll be all right?
Yes, really.
Bye.
Bye, darling.
Drink your tea.
Roper for debriefing test, Doctor.
Thank you.
This way, Roper.
I assume you're familiar with this test?
It measures how much strain goes into any decision you make.
Yeah. It's amazing how hard we work even on the simplest decisions, like whether or not to have a cup of coffee. This is your monitor here. On big decisions, the stress can render a man useless. Right. All set? Start the test.
Thank you, Roper.
Oh, Paul.
Just the man I was looking for.
For me?
To ask you to come and have a drink.
Oh, no, I'll take a rain check on that.
Something on your mind?
Oh, nothing, no. It's these kids' games.
The debriefing test?
Yeah.
It's not like you, Paul.
Well, maybe I'm getting old.
Well, they're not just for amusement.
Right, let's forget it, shall we? I've got to ring Carol. I'm taking her out this evening.
Sure. How is she?
She's fine. Fine. Oh, look, I'll see you later for that drink, Alec. Okay?
Sure. See you. Oh, Doctor, how did Roper make out in the decision stress?
It was too early to say for certain, but he seemed a bit strung out. Indications of supernumerary stress factors during his last tour of duty.
Any ideas?
Not at this stage. Could be anything. Boredom, misses his wife.
See you.
Ready?
Ready.
Oh, hold it. I don't think I can take you out looking like that.
What do you mean?
Oh, people might say, what's that beautiful young girl doing out with a broken-down old wreck?
Well, don't worry. I can always tell them I married you for your money. They didn't ring.
Who?
Police. Come on, Cradle Snatcher. I'm hungry.
Well, what do they say? Not good. The stress decision tests are positive. Signs of anxiety, traces of tension, and traces of neurosis. And the observers report similar findings. Decision-making below par, reflexes bad, impetuosity, nervousness.
I don't believe it.
Well, it's all down here. He's an out-and-out risk, Alec, and we can't afford to take chances.
I've known Paul Roper for years.
Well, take a look at the facts, Alec. The man's a mess. I don't know why. Check him.
Lovely evening, darling. Thank you. Hey, I'm not Cinderella, you know.
What?
Oh, don't drive so fast. I don't have to be home by midnight.
Sorry.
Don't be long. I thought I saw someone.
What? It's nothing. We're both tired. It's nothing. Come on. I'll see you into the house. All right? Come on. All right now?
Yes, fine. Thanks, darling.
I'll put the car away. All right to close the door?
Oh.
Yes?
The calculations.
Yes, all right. But you must never contact me or my wife again. Okay. On those conditions. Ready? Begin. 42 degrees, 2 minutes, angle 8-4. 58 degrees, 7 minutes, angle 65. Go down 2. 68 degrees, 7 minutes. Position 33 degrees. Down 2. Alternate coordinates 2742. Now down 3.
For the last time, Roper, I want answers. Who are they? What did you tell them? What do they want? Come on.
You're pushing it too hard.
You've got to make him talk, Alec. Let's try another angle. Money.
No.
Blackmail.
I don't see it.
Well, threats, violence.
His wife, maybe.
All right. Tell me about her.
Carol? She's young, attractive. Roper's crazy about her. I could understand it if she...
Understand it? Can't you accept the fact
that he's a traitor? I know that. But it's also a matter of degree.
Degree, nothing. It's what he's told him that matters, not why. Well, you say he's crazy about his wife. We'll see just how crazy.
All right, Roper. Let's take it from the beginning, once more.
Just a moment, Doctor.
All right, Roper. So it's your wife. And naturally, you don't want to see her get hurt. And you think by keeping quiet, you'll be able to protect her. You tell us what we want to know. That's the best way to give her protection.
7 minutes. Position 33 degrees. Down 2. Alternate coordinates 2742. Now down 3.
Numbers. Angles. What do they mean, Roper?
I was given program numbers for SID, told to feed in certain information, memorize the results.
So, we've got a batch of data. But how do we apply it?
I can give you the data, not the significance.
You mean to tell me you didn't know what you were doing when you handed over those figures?
No.
And we're going to have to put everything into finding out.
Get me Commander Straker.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Well, keep working on it, Lieutenant. Is there any deal from Sid?
So far, we've got a series of three-dimensional direction indicators.
Now, what does that mean?
Well, it's like some sort of navigation course, only in 3 dimensions. So it's a course for some sort of space vehicle to steer.
A UFO?
Could be.
Well, as you say, Lieutenant, it's not much, but maybe it's a start. Let me know the moment you have anything.
Right.
A flight path. But to where? Well, let's see what we've got.
Some sort of a flight path
And the fact that they chose Roper to do their dirty work. Why?
One, because he had access to SID and understood its operation better than most.
And 2, they knew he was particularly vulnerable where his wife was concerned.
But he's told us all he knows.
Yes. Except who his contact was. Who was on the other end of that phone. I want an immediate yellow alert on all Shado installations.
Yes, sir.
Let him go, Alec.
What?
Let Roper go in 1 hour's time.
Your key is still down, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Very neat. You've just let the whole base know we're going to release Roper in an hour.
Yes. I've been thinking about Roper's contact, Alec. Whoever he is, he would have to be able to radio Moonbase. He would know Roper's movements on Earth, have access to his records. There's only one answer.
You mean someone on this base?
Yes, someone on this base. Let him go, Alec. We must draw them out into the open.
Okay. Roger, I've got that. Now, one moment, Moonbase. Lieutenant Ellis for you, sir.
Straker.
I've had Joan Harrington work over Roper's figures.
And what does she make of them?
They describe relative planetary positions.
Which planets?
Considering the urgency of the problem, there seemed to be no choice but to make an educated guess.
All right, Lieutenant, educate me.
The relative position of the Sun, Moon, and Earth would fit Roper's figures. One snag. The last set of information is a time reference, but it still doesn't make sense.
Well, you've come up with enough to scare the daylights out of me, Lieutenant. Keep working on that last sequence. Out.
Did you swing this? It seems pretty suspect to me.
Look, if Straker says you can go, don't ask too many questions.
Yes, but you're not exactly the forgiving type.
Don't push your luck. Just go.
Left.
Do you mean he's gone already?
Why, yes, sir.
But my orders were that he was to be released in 1 hour's time.
Yes, sir, but I understand Colonel Freeman.
I see. Signal a maximum security alert and get me Captain Carlin on Skydiver.
Right, sir. Attention, all defense systems. This is a maximum security alert. Attention, all defense systems. This is a maximum security alert. Condition red.
Your instructions have been received and understood. Standing by.
This is Straker. We are faced with a probable UFO attack against an unknown target. Until we have further information, all Shadow defense systems and vehicles will remain on alert.
Maximum security alert operational, sir. Captain Carlin standing by.
Right. Captain Carlin?
Straker.
Carlin, reading you.
I want you to launch Sky 1 for possible interception.
Area?
Green 0B. Make a 20-mile radius sweep around Shado HQ.
Sounds pretty close to home, sir. What's going on?
That's our problem, Captain. You just concentrate on being ready. Out.
Launch stations. Yes, sir. Launch stations.
Clear one. One clear.
Clear two.
Two clear.
Check boosters.
relocated UFO in area 427 Blue.
Get me Captain Carlin immediately.
Yes, sir. Shadow Control to Sky 1.
Carlin, this is Straker.
Receiving you.
Suspect driving east on Route 4 in bronze Shadow car. Follow and observe.
Roger.
Out.
Sky 1 is Shadow Control. I'm positioned over target area.
Building below destroyed. You can see no sign of life.
Request UFO fix and attack coordinates. Roger, Sky 1.
Right. They bring him in now, sir.
Thank you.
Hold it a moment. All right, Paul?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Maintain surveillance for Shadow Medic Dawson.
This is a war, Alec. People have to be at risk.
I don't buy that. And I never will. It's too complicated for people like me. And too simple for people like you.
Now, how is Roper?
Conscious. He'll be all right.
So he gave us 2 wrong figures in the timing sequence.
2 wrong figures?
Yes. Must have been a memory lapse. Not surprising, considering the strain he was under.
But we got our figures from the tape. That means the aliens have the same false information.
Yes. We finally managed to sort it out about an hour ago. It would have taken them about 5 minutes.
I realize that, but they obviously thought he did it on purpose. That mistake could have cost him his life.
Wait a minute. It could cost him his wife.
Carol.
Now, you stay here. I'll send a couple of guards to Roper's house.
We've just passed the Rampton flyover. ETA Roper's house, 6 minutes.
Data and figures from flight plan passed to aliens by Roper have been analyzed. Input information incorrect. Result negative.
What do you make of it, Joan?
Nothing.
Straker's not going to buy that. Rerun it.
It won't alter the result, Lieutenant.
Will if you permutate it differently.
If you insist, Lieutenant.
Dawson died 10 minutes ago.
Yes. Shotgun makes quite a mess.
The doctors found this. It's some sort of electronic probe. It had been inserted into his temple.
Well, I think the picture is almost complete. Come over here, Alec. Watch this. Here. There.
Sunrise on the moon.
Exactly. That's how they plan to make the attack. Flying across the lunar horizon at sunrise, keeping between moon base and the sun.
Visually undetectable.
Totally.
But it would be picked up by moon-based radar the moment it crossed the horizon.
No. Not if the attack were planned to coincide with heavy sunspot activity. Like that predicted in 2 days' time. And with Roper's flight plan to guide the attacker.
Moonbase wouldn't stand a chance.
Chance? Well, we have Roper's flight plan too, remember?
I don't see how we can stop it.
One man, on his own, at a predetermined position out on the moon's surface. Rocket launcher, polarized visor.
It'd be suicide.
Possibly.
But you can't expect a man to...
I don't need a volunteer, Alec.
You mean Roper? And I suppose you used this to twist his arm.
Oh, I didn't have to. He's doing it to try and even the score.
And when are you going to tell him?
Maybe you'll never need to know.
Right. 1 hour. Now, once you're outside, maintain radio silence.
One favor. I couldn't tell Carol, my wife. If you could book an Earth call, either way. You know what I mean.
I'll sort things out when you get back.
All set?
All set.
Good. Begin stage 1. Oh, Roper. Good luck.
Safety check 1.
Safety check 1. Prepare for exit procedure.
Good luck, Paul.
Depressurized.
Open outer doors. Stand by for exit. Is there any chance of the radar trackers operating? Not with all this sunspot activity.
The time is now 07:5.49. Sunrise is in 10 minutes. This is moon-based time check at 07.6 precisely.
Roper's on his own.
"23 seconds since sunup, Lieutenant."
done it. Get a moonhopper out there fast.
Right, Lieutenant.
Losing a little air. Damage. Only slight.
Paul, is everything all right?
Yeah. Sure.
Listen, a moonhopper is on its way. It'll be with you in minutes.
Fine. Tell Straker. Tell him I hope this evens things up.
Paul.
Tell Carol.
Paul. Roper! Roper!
Sighting radius vector 1096.
Alter course 4.31 degrees. Confirm bearings.
109.6. Orbital altitude 306.2 miles.
Vostok 2 launched June 1365. Fire limpet.
Limpet attached, moving away.
Stand by. Activate.
Positive, sir.
Resume course.
Confirm sighting at radius vector 1520.
There she is.
Position and data correct.
Log and resume course.
Apollo 8, December 21, 1968.
Goes no further than this room, okay? So let's get down to the infighting. You have been a thorn in my side for years, Straker. Consistently excessive demands for the diversion of resources to your organization. Now you're saying a total clearance program.
Right.
And I'm saying, while I'm running this commission, I'll fight you on this issue every inch of the way.
You've been practicing.
What are you working on anyway, Alec?
One of Straker's projects. It's a beautification campaign.
Well, I won't deny you could use it.
Space junk. Straker wants it all cleared.
Well, the Astrophysical Commission takes care of any space junk. Anything with hazard potential.
Straker has an idea it could be used by the aliens to crack our defense system. I'm beginning to think he may be onto something.
Well, if your report shows it's a possibility, the junk gets cleared. So what's the problem?
James L. Henderson is the problem.
Cost, time, personnel, resources. You want reasons. Why not? I can give you 100.
Listen, Henderson. Every item of space junk could be cleared in a matter of weeks, if the Commission gave its full support. As for the cost, I admit it would be high, but safety factors alone would justify it.
Safety factors?
Yes. My organization uses space more than any other. My pilots take more risks with that junk in 1 month than
my men do in a year. No, we need facts, Straker. Details, statistics. You just don't have them.
Don't I?
Of course you don't.
I have my report.
Your report.
You promised that the Commission would not take a final decision on the clearance program until my report had been fully considered.
And so it won't. However, I must confess I don't think it'll have that much influence.
Well, if that's so, Henderson, it must be because you've already swung the Commission against it.
Look, Straker, we've just completed the annual clearance of all items of space junk we consider a menace to navigation. The cost was more than double that of last year's operation.
And worth every penny.
You realize what a full clearance program would cost?
Look, I'm not going to swap dollar signs with you, Henderson. Men's lives are at stake. Now, I want that junk cleared. Every last piece.
Well, where is he?
He's on his way, sir. Commander Straker.
Freeman.
Alec, I want that space clearance report.
Well, he just got here, and there's data still missing.
I don't care what's missing. Looks like Henderson's commission have already decided against a major space clearance project. We have to convince them otherwise.
Well, give me 24 hours. It can't make any difference to you, but it could make a heck of a difference to the report.
I want that report, Alec. I don't care what shape it's in, just get it back here.
Shadow Lunar Module 32 cleared for takeoff at 14:21:34. Stand by.
Roger, Moonbase. Affirm TET.
Affirmative. Trans-Earth trajectory green. Lift off 32.
Check Delta coordinates. Coordinates correct, sir. Earth orbit insertion, 2 hours, 13 minutes, 8 seconds, sir. Right. Contact Shadow HQ and Moonbase. Tell them we're going for EOI in 43 minutes, 29 seconds. Right, sir?
32 reports Earth orbit insertion at 13:08:21, sir.
Contact SID. Tracking procedure green. Has Shadow HQ been alerted?
Yes, sir.
So everything's fine? Straker's not going to think so. He's expecting you. Re-entry angle, 6.58 degrees. EOI, 4 minutes, 12 seconds.
Sighting, sir. At 7035.
That's in behind us. Confirm sighting.
Affirmative, sir. And it's closing fast.
Contact Moonbase.
32 reports unidentified sighting, sir.
Signal red alert.
What's happening? Angle increasing.
His angle of re-entry is too steep. Telling to correct angle of re-entry.
Loss of signal, sir.
Still increasing. Something's pulling us off course. We've got to correct. Pitch actuator, 1.3. Burn.
Earth orbit insertion now.
No response. We're in trouble.
Look, Henderson, all I need is another 48 hours.
Another 48 hours?
Yes. I can have a summary of the completed report on your desk by then.
You know I can't hold up the commission any longer. Why don't you let me tell them that you decided to withdraw your proposal? I'll get you off the hook.
I intend to hold you to your word, to consider my report before making a decision on the clearance program.
All right, Straker, I think I'm reading you. You want an alibi for that pilot of yours who killed himself and his crewman. You want to blame it on the presence of uncleared junk.
I want your word, Henderson.
On one condition. Now, you consider your spacecraft was involved in a re-entry collision with an item of space junk?
It's a possibility.
A possibility, yes. So you suspend all lunar flights until we've fully investigated the incident.
You realize what you're doing?
Yes, Commander, I do. I'm proving to the Commission that your organization in its present form is an expensive and unworkable luxury.
Miss Eland. Hard at it?
I'm always hard at it. Sometimes you notice. How did it go, sir?
Go? You know the code word Washington Square, Miss Eland?
Well, not without looking it up. It's not one we use regularly.
It's one I thought we'd never use.
What does it mean, sir?
It means shutdown. Cancel lunar flights. Virtual isolation of moon base.
Shadow control to all unit commanders, Washington Square. I say again, Washington Square. Immediate compliance, Washington Square.
Colonel Foster, sorry to disturb you, sir. Code message from Shado. Washington Square. I'll check it right away.
There's no need. It means shutdown.
What?
More specifically, it involves a complete ban on all orbital flights.
Colonel Freeman for you.
Put him on.
Why the ban on moon flights?
Henderson.
But why? What about the report?
Forget it. The Commission are going to believe that it's an attempt to blame space junk on the Maddox crash.
When in fact you think it was...
Maddox. Pilot error. Take a rest. Enjoy the scenery, Alec.
What's Straker trying to do?
I don't know.
He doesn't usually take a thing like this lying down.
You couldn't call it typical.
Then there's Maddox. What do we do about him? Forget all about it?
Well, what else can we do? Any pilot can make a mistake, and you're only allowed one.
Not Steve Maddox.
Anyone can make a mistake.
Not Steve Maddox. He's too experienced.
All right. What caused the re-entry error?
He reported an unidentified sighting just before loss of signal.
But the trackers couldn't pick up anything.
Well, it must have been something. Space debris.
Maybe.
Maybe. And we just sit back and do nothing about it?
No. We make sure it doesn't happen again.
Get me 32's electronic log.
Captain Maddox flight?
Yes.
What's going on here? What the devil's going on? Who's in that module?
Colonel Foster.
Why didn't you tell me? Any of you?
Colonel Foster's orders. On no account were we to tell you until takeoff was imminent.
And irreversible. Paul, cut your motors. I said cut your motors. Paul, this won't help.
What won't?
Taking out a module. If you're doing it for the reasons I think you are.
I'm going to fly the same course Maddox flew.
Under precisely the same conditions.
Yes.
You're crazy. What will it prove?
For one thing, Maddox wasn't responsible for the loss of his ship.
Well, if you do make it, it won't mean much.
Depends on how I get through.
And if you don't?
Then I don't. Roger. 3. Roger.
What is it?
Two-9 calling moon base.
Everything under control?
So far. EOI in 2 hours, 38 minutes, 22 seconds.
Roger. Have you contacted Straker yet?
No. But I've a feeling he'll be contacting me soon.
Sighting at galactic latitude 43.17. Longitude 14.53.
But that's moon base operations area.
Right, call Commander Straker.
Back right now.
EOI in 1 hour precisely. I've gone too far for that.
You're right, Foster. Much too far.
Module 29 to moon base.
Go ahead, 29.
Re-entry in 6 minutes, 9 seconds.
Roger.
Moonbase.
Receiving 29.
EOI in 4 minutes, 3 seconds.
Re-entry angle 5.73 degrees. Confirm.
29, confirm re-entry angle.
Stay on 29.
29's re-entry angle, sir. It's...
Paul, adjust re-entry angle. Cut back to 5.
Cut back to 5, Paul. You're far too shallow.
If he doesn't adjust, he'll bounce off the Earth's atmosphere out into space.
Colonel Foster?
Foster here, I'm happy to say.
Congratulations.
But don't let my delight at your survival blind you to the fact that we have a few matters to discuss.
You've gone too far this time, Straker.
I don't see it that way.
You authorize a lunar flight.
I authorize nothing.
Look, Straker, I don't want to argue with you. You are responsible, whatever the circumstances.
I agree. But Colonel Foster has proved that there is alien interference with our interorbital flights.
Has he?
Yes. And I almost got killed doing it.
So you say?
Yes, I say!
My apologies.
Thank you.
I think it's time we laid our cards on the table, Henderson.
All right. I'll tell you what I think of Colonel Foster's so-called proof. You knew the commission was going to turn down your space junk clearance program. So you instructed Foster to make this flight.
Now, why should I do that?
Because you were desperate for evidence.
Go on.
You authorized the flight to rig this information. But you won't get away with it. The commission convenes the day after tomorrow. By the time I get through, you'll be out of a job.
Is that all? I'll see you at the commission meeting.
Indeed you will, Commander.
Can he really do it?
Do what?
Ease you out.
Can try.
What about our evidence? They've got to take notice of that.
Evidence. What's it going to look like when Henderson claims that we manufactured it just to get a space clearance program?
But we're right.
Well, sometimes, Colonel, that's not quite enough.
The tracking data's been processed, sir.
Anything?
Not that we can see.
You should have been able to pick up something.
There's nothing on Colonel Foster's log except a record of maneuvers.
All right, send it down to Shado headquarters.
So what do we do now?
Any suggestions?
No. But we can't just sit around.
I've solved quite a few problems by just sitting around, as you call it, Colonel. I suggest you try it yourself sometime.
Commander, the tracking report on Colonel Foster's flight has just come in from Moon Base.
And?
Nothing unusual, sir.
All right.
So that leaves the MV3 detector.
Yes, they're processing the data now. Well, we haven't had much luck so far. Maybe we're due for a break.
The MV3 data, sir.
Ah, thank you. Looks like an SPS rocket of some sort.
Like the limpet rockets used in debris destruction.
Yeah. But it doesn't make sense. I mean, why would the aliens put a device like this into Earth orbit?
Could be programmed to attack moonship flights.
Blockade on moon base? Maybe. Why hasn't our radar picked it up?
Space debris. It's based in one of those burnt-out rockets over there.
Well, assuming you're right, which one could it be?
Considering Maddox and I flew practically identical flight paths, it would have to be one of these two here, or Apollo 8 here, or B-47.
4 possibilities. I think we're onto something.
That should be okay.
Freeman.
Alec, I have an assignment for you. I want you to launch the interceptors. Their mission? To destroy 4 pieces of space junk. I'll have control relay the coordinates direct to the astronauts.
You mean space junk in Earth orbit?
Right. And I mean use all 3 interceptors.
All 3?
Yes, I know. It'll leave Moonbase undefended. Nevertheless, do it, Alec. At once.
Now, wait a minute. Do you know what's going to happen when Henderson finds out about this?
Ah, yes. Henderson. Why don't you go over and tell him, Colonel?
What? He'll go berserk.
Yes. Take a nice slow drive. Give me about half an hour.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Control to interceptor leader. Steer programmed course to Earth orbit.
You will receive destruct details from Earth Control. Out.
Miss Eland, when James Henderson calls, tell him I'm unavailable.
And when he arrives, sir?
Oh, show him right in. The red carpet treatment. He's a very important man. You can expect him at 3 o'clock.
I want to see Straker immediately. And before you try to fob me up with some damn fool excuse, I'm telling you I won't take no for an answer.
But of course you may see him, Mr. Henderson. He's expecting you. Go straight in.
Oh. Thank you. Straker.
Ah, Henderson. You're late. Won't keep you a moment. Studio business. Well, I think it's a great script, Mr. Steiner. There we are. Cleared for shooting.
Thanks. You know, I like the way you operate.
Oh, thank you.
Your policy of non-interference. Some executives crawl all over you.
Well, I can assure you, Mr. Steiner, you'll see very little of me.
And I'll give you a film the studio will be proud of. Thanks again. Nice guy. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, Straker. You know I never touched them.
Voice identification.
James Henderson.
Identification positive. Henderson James L.
Thank you.
I tried to call you, Commander. I was told you were not available. Were they your instructions?
Yes.
I see. A very high-handed attitude. However, one more question. Is it true you ordered all 3 moon base interceptors to destroy certain items of space junk?
Correct.
Do you realize what you've done?
You tell me.
You've blatantly and openly defied the Commission and left moon base and the Earth defenseless.
It was my decision. I realized the implications.
You had better start packing, Straker. When the commission hears about this, you're through.
Aren't you interested in hearing my reasons?
Oh, let's be kind. Let's put it down to a mental aberration, the strain of command. Get those interceptors back on Moonbase, Commander, while you can still give orders.
Sorry, Henderson.
Don't push your luck, Straker. If Moonbase reports
a UFO sighting, stick around. I'm expecting it.
Possible contact 248016, red. Contact confirmed, UFO 248136, red.
Red alert. Get me Shadow headquarters.
UFO maintaining course 248204, green.
Get the termination.
Request trajectory termination.
Predicted termination 1F026, southern England.
Close enough. Its target is this studio. Maintain visual contact on countdown.
Yes, sir.
And order a complete shutdown.
Shutdown?
Everything. VHF, radar, the computers, complete radio silence.
Straker!
As you said, Henderson, I can still give orders. Complete shutdown. Do it.
Termination, 8 minutes, 4 seconds.
Commander Straker, I'd like to talk to you in your office. You too, Colonel. Straker, I'm relieving you of your command. Colonel Foster will take over as of now.
You can't do it, Henderson. You require the unanimous backing of the commission.
You think I won't get it?
Yes, I think you could get it, but it would take time.
And this base is due to be attacked in a few minutes? Colonel Foster, assume command. Colonel.
I take my orders from Commander Straker.
Now, for the first time in your life, Henderson, you're going to listen. The aliens put a satellite into Earth orbit using a piece of space junk to cover. Why? A blockade on Moonbase? A logical reason, but obvious. Too obvious. In time, we would have located and destroyed it. So, the satellite was a decoy. A red herring for something bigger. An attack on this headquarters. They hoped the satellite would draw the interceptors from Moonbase.
And you fell right into the trap.
I acted as if the plan had worked, yes. It would take a UFO of great destructive power to destroy this underground base. I didn't want that hanging over our heads.
All this guesswork does not explain the shutdown.
Well, why make it easy for them? The UFO is probably programmed onto our radio signals.
I don't buy it, Straker. I just hope you've guessed wrong. Because if you're right, we're about to be killed.
Still time for you to leave. All right. We all just sit here and wait.
For what?
A voice.
Moonbase to Shadow Control. Come in, Control. It's no use, sir. It's a complete radio shutdown.
What the hell is Straker playing at?
4 minutes to termination.
Straker, if we contact the interceptors, there may still be time.
It's no good. They can't operate in the Earth's atmosphere. And the UFO's already in the stratosphere.
Termination, 1 minute, 20 seconds.
We're sitting ducks.
Maybe. Yes.
Sky One has just overflown the studio at 0 feet.
Thank you, Miss Eland. Switch everything on.
Yes, sir.
And get me Captain Carlin.
Sir.
Nice timing, Captain. Don't miss it.
Roger, Control. Sky One to Moonbase.
Request UFO fix and attack coordinates.
We'll relay direct to outward computer.
Straker, that sly old...
Fox?
45 seconds. 40 seconds. 35 seconds. 30 seconds.
Have visual contact. Going in for attack. Sky One is Shadow Control. UFO destroyed.
Colonel Foster, did you get this operation computerized, and we'll prepare it for the commission in my office.
Well, Straker, I guess I owe you an apology. You were right. You can take it the commission will recommend a complete clearance of all space junk.
Thank you.
Of course, it'll take time. The money has to be raised.
Call it the Maddox Fund.
Maddox?
The pilot who was killed.
Oh, yes. Maddox. Well?
If only you hadn't been so positive that you were right.
Like you?
Henderson. I'll walk you to your car.
Right, Mr. Croxley. Been working late, have you?
Just finishing off the wages accounts for tomorrow.
That's right. We wouldn't want our pay transfers to be late, would we?
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling. Where did you come?
I thought I'd meet you. Aren't you pleased to see me?
Yes. Would have been better as a surprise. I'm not going home.
Oh, I forgot the doctor.
I told you this morning.
Well, you can drop me off on the way. I'll take a taxi home. I have been to see...
She'll be better tomorrow.
Who?
Your mother. You saw her today.
Oh, God, this is awful.
Please try not to do that.
Tell me how. It isn't easy.
You're letting it get on top of you.
What do you expect? It isn't exactly normal, is it?
The doctor said it would pass.
And if it doesn't? Have you thought about that?
Don't, John. It can't stay like this. That would be too much. It'll be all right.
Bye.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you.
Stella.
Sorry.
Shut up, can't you? Stop it. That stupid remark, you're always using
What can I say? As soon as I tell you about anything.
You just don't think.
I'm tired of it, John. You never used to be like this. The doctor's got to do something. I don't know how long I can stand it.
What is it, Mr. Croxley? Now, won't you relax and tell me all about it? Ah, that's better. Now, let us see if we can go back to the start of your condition.
What do you want, Dr. Show? A few party tricks?
I really don't think that that will be necessary, Mr. Croxley. You know, sometimes I wonder if you really want to be helped. Most of the time, your answers to my questions are complete and direct, but somewhere there is a mental block, a refusal to come to terms with certain details.
I have to go.
There you are, you see. It's exactly as if I had touched a nerve ending. Now, won't you relax, Mr. Croxley? I mean, really open your mind to me.
There's no point. I know it now. You can't help me. I shouldn't have let my wife talk me into coming here.
Well, it's early days yet. Now, come back and see me when you feel a little more responsive. Now, my secretary has penciled in...
Oh, no, I can't make Thursday.
What did you say?
I thought you said Thursday.
No, Mr. Croxley. I was about to. But you have anticipated my words.
There's no point in going on. I shan't come again.
That seems to be a great pity. I feel that we were about to make some progress. However, you know where you can contact me. If you should change your mind, don't hesitate to call. Are you all right?
Yes. It's my wife. She's going to have a visitor.
Sighting confirmed. Course varying 8 to 10 degrees.
Get moon base.
Right.
Hello, Gay. How long has it been banking and weaving like this?
It started 2 minutes, 20 seconds ago, sir. Before that, course and speed were constant.
What were the readings?
Course 037164. Speed sol 1.6.
Never had a flight pattern like this before.
Course still varying. Speed now 0.85 and reducing.
Thank you. How long before Commander Straker comes on duty?
What's the panic?
A UFO. Its approach is much slower than usual, and it's varying course constantly.
Yes, but maintaining an overall flight path. Yes, I agree with you, Alec. This zigzagging is unusual.
It's almost as if it were trying to avoid something.
Or find something. Well, we can't take any chances. Sound a red alert for all ground stations.
Shadow control to all stations. We have a red alert. Repeat. Condition is red.
Interceptors, immediate launch.
Immediate launch.
Stand by to set missile control computer.
Right.
Missile timing 1, 4,
7, 5.
Missile launch, 10 seconds.
Positive. Contact lost.
Moonbase to Shadow control.
We hit it, Commander.
Well done, Lieutenant. Oh, that one certainly made a new approach. I wonder what it was trying to do.
We'll never know, I'm glad to say.
Cigar?
Thank you.
Moonbase to Shadow control.
What is it, Lieutenant?
I have another contact, sir.
A second UFO?
No, sir. The same one.
The same one? But you reported a positive detonation.
I know, sir. The scanners showed negative.
But it's back.
Well, what's the position now, Lieutenant?
I'm sorry, sir. It's through Moonbase defenses.
Heading for Earth.
Thank you. Can't understand how those interceptors missed. Seemed to me that UFO was a sitting target.
Maybe that's what we were supposed to think.
And it's a good point, Alec. Force the interceptors to release their missiles, avoid them, then it gets a clear run past the moon-based defenses. Where is it now?
Range 7 million.
Trajectory termination?
It's difficult to say. It's changing course more violently than before. Nearest we can get is Western Europe.
Well, it could be damaged. Lieutenant Ellis reported a strike.
Speed increasing. 1.4. 1.8. 2.4.
That does it. We'll never get near it at that speed. Must get a closer ETT. Is the rate of descent constant?
More or less. There's still a slight variation.
Should be possible to work out a broad target area.
We'll try, but our readings are less than adequate. Computer doubt it.
Do your best, Lieutenant. Looks like it's going to hit. The question is, what is it up to?
Tell you what I think, Alec. I think that UFO is under manual control. first, the flight variation was used to disrupt our computer programs. But now, I think the alien is fighting to regain control.
Well, that makes sense. If it's damaged.
Yes. The next few minutes are going to be very interesting.
Vector termination, areas 17 to 23.
Too close for comfort. Sound a red alert.
Sir. Course 017422.
Lieutenant?
ETT, area 17, map reference 405, green.
Alert the mobiles.
Mobile 2 to control. Pass your instructions.
This is Red Alert. Proceed to map reference 405 green. Stand by.
Roger, control.
Mobile 2 moving to ETT now, sir.
It's weaving offline again.
Shadow control to Mobile 2.
This is Commander Straker. Get that area sealed off, Foster.
Yes, sir.
I want a detailed survey of the area. If there is a specific target in there, I want to know about it.
Oh, John.
I'm on my way home.
What did the doctor say?
He wants to help.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, I'm not going back.
John,
Has your visitor arrived yet?
Visitor?
John,
Stella, I have to ring off. I have some thinking to do.
Mobile 2 to control. According to our survey map, there's just a derelict farm and a couple of houses within a 5-mile radius of the ETT.
It's wooded, common land. What could be of interest there?
It's out of control. The alien's being forced to crash land.
No, somehow I don't think so. I mean, what's it after? What could it want in the middle of a wilderness of trees and bracken?
UFO speed decreasing. 12,000 knots. Range 1,000 miles.
Course maintained. No deviation.
So, it's back under control and slowing down enough for a landing.
Speed 7,500 knots. Decreasing. Range 600 miles.
The roadblock should be in position now. The whole area is sealed off.
Three minutes to termination. Course maintained, speed reducing.
I'll Come on, friend. We're waiting for you.
It's going to be a perfect landing, Alec. And we're going to be right there.
All cars in position. Right. Make sure no one gets to the roadblock and await further instructions. Roger. We'll keep Channel 3 open.
I'm sorry, sir. This area has been sealed off. Military maneuvers.
Military maneuvers?
Yes, sir. You live...
Yes, I live a couple of miles over there.
But I'm afraid you'll have...
Yes, I know. It won't be long now.
One minute. Course maintained. Speed? Speed increasing.
Check it.
No error, sir. It's coming down faster.
Get me Colonel Foster.
Sir.
Mobile 2, go ahead, Control.
The UFO has increased speed.
To crash velocity. It'll be too late to correct.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
And Colonel Foster, if there's a survivor, I want him.
Right.
Mobile to Control. Have audio on UFO. Cloud cover preventing visual.
Roger, Mobile 2. It'll be over you in 30 seconds.
Roger.
It's decreasing speed. Switching. Yes, course altered 2 degrees.
Colonel Foster, have you got visual contact?
No, sir. Still tracking on audio.
You're right, sir.
Experimental aircraft. Right. Maintain the security blanket.
Get there as fast as you can, Colonel.
Yes, sir. Mobile 2 to Control. It's crashed
Right into a house.
All right, Colonel. Do what you can. I don't understand it, Alec. Under control and out of control. Crash landing velocity, then safe landing velocity. Now it hits a house.
Quite a mess.
Well, let's go over the facts, Alec. Right from the start, that UFO was on an unusual flight pattern.
Well, we can only guess it was a method to outmaneuver the interceptors.
Yes. But let's say it came in damaged.
And, unable to control his ship, the alien tried to land, failed, and hit that house.
No, I don't buy that, Alec. For a while it was out of control, yes. But just before impact, it seemed to be fine. It looped that line of trees and smashed straight into an isolated house.
Sheer coincidence. The house just happened to be in the way.
Well, you could be right. But there's enough doubt in my mind to make me want to see the place for myself. What happened to the pilot?
There was just enough evidence left to establish that he was an alien.
And the UFO is completely destroyed?
The largest piece measured 6 inches. We found it embedded in Foster's mobile.
Well, what's the news on his condition?
It's too early to say. He's lost a lot of blood. At least he was luckier than the co-driver.
What about the woman?
She couldn't have known anything about it. It must have been instantaneous.
What do we know about her?
Ordinary woman, married, no children.
Nothing to connect her with UFOs?
Nothing that we know of. That's her husband out there now.
Suppose I better talk to him, Alec.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
You killed her. An experimental aircraft crashed into my house.
How did you know that?
I was at the checkpoint when word came through.
I'm afraid there's not much more I can tell you.
I know. The details are classified.
If there's anything...
Don't you think you've done enough? My wife is dead.
Look, you've had a pretty bad shock. Have you?
No. They were all Stella's relatives. They don't mean so much to me now.
How's he taking it?
Hard to tell. He seemed to know exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah. I guess it's pretty difficult to find a new way of telling a guy you're sorry.
Let's get out of here, Alec. Oh, hi, Alec. Is that the time?
Yeah, it's time you went home. You've been here a full 18 hours.
Well, I have to go through these reports. Not that they tell us a great deal.
We combed the ruin and everything for a mile around. We lifted security yesterday.
Yes, I understand Croxley was having psychiatric treatment.
He also left his job. It's hardly surprising after what he's been through. I think we can close the book on the incident.
Well, not quite, Alec. Paul Foster's still in the hospital.
Yes, I spoke to him yesterday. Doctors are very pleased with his progress.
The wonders of medical science.
He wants to speak to you.
Me?
He's worried about something.
What?
He wouldn't tell me.
And do you mean to say you called me all the way out here just to tell me that?
Well, I thought you ought to know about it. Surely it's a security matter.
What did he look like?
Well, it's difficult to say. It's just an impression.
Oh, come on now, Paul. Next, you'll be telling me you hear strange noises at night.
Now, look, every time I look up, he's there looking at me. Then there's this sort of nausea feeling that comes over me.
I'll get you out of here. You're okay to be moved to our medical center. You'll be closer to home.
You don't believe me, do you?
I'll tell you what I think, Paul. I think you've been lying in that bed too long. I also think if you're well enough to worry, you're well enough to go back to work. I'll arrange for your discharge. Good morning, Miss Elin.
Good morning, sir.
Well, somebody wanted to make sure that got here.
It's been in the material analyzer. Just paper.
Well, with that number of stamps, I would have expected a small atom bomb, at least.
It's probably a film script. It's addressed to you personally. Do you want to read it?
Well, I suppose ingenuity should not go unrewarded. Whoever sent it certainly knows how to draw attention to their work. Maybe they can write, too. I'll pass it along to the script department.
Fine.
Oh, by the way, have our medics cleared Foster yet?
Yes, sir. He's waiting. With Freeman.
How long's it been as quiet as this?
Since you went into hospital.
That was a month ago. You mean there've been no sightings since then?
Oh, just two. The interceptors took care of them. We managed to scratch along without you, Paul.
Hello, Paul. Feeling better?
Yes, sir.
Good, good. In my office? You too, Alec. Well, are you fit for duty, Paul?
Yes, sir. Schroeder checked me out an hour ago.
Good, good. No more little men watching you?
Well, in the medical center, security's tighter than a drum anyway.
Oh, I see. And your little friend, he couldn't get in, eh? Now, don't worry about it, Paul. You go home, get a good rest. Report for moon-based briefing first thing in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Alec. I want you to go over to the Zeta tracker station. The lieutenant in command there has come up with a new grid link-up. Might be something in it. There's no panic.
I can get over there right away.
Fine.
Right. See you later. By the way, what's that?
Oh, I assume this is a film script.
Well, why don't you open it and find out?
Get on to the Zeta tracking station. The commander over there, Lieutenant Grant. Tell him to expect Colonel Freeman later on today.
Is there anything else, sir?
No, no calls.
I'll be out for the rest of the day, Miss Eland.
Yes, sir.
I'll keep Channel 4 open.
Right, sir.
Miss Eland, has Alec Freeman left the building?
No, sir, he's with me now.
Well, have him come back down here immediately.
Yes, sir.
I'm on my way. Something wrong?
I'll say there is. Just about as wrong as you can get.
What is it?
Read it, Alec. Just read it. The Shado Organization. Colonel Alec Freeman, moon base, skydiver, everything. It's all there, Alec. Every last detail.
That's impossible. How could anybody...
How should I know? Security leak, coincidence, lucky guess. What does it matter? That document is a complete dossier on Shado. Its operatives, installations, equipment.
I don't get it. Who wrote it?
The name's on the front. John Croxley.
The man whose house was hit by a UFO?
Yes. Now you tell me, Alec. How did he get that information?
The whole thing's ridiculous. We checked him out and his wife. Mr. and Mrs. Average.
Yeah. When I told him about his wife, there was something about him. He was different. Hey, wait a minute. Foster's little man in the hospital. That could be Croxley, too.
We'd better pick him up.
No, not yet, Alec. If it was him, I want to know more about him.
Well, he was visiting a psychiatrist. Maybe he knows something.
Right. We'll start there. And you say Croxley stopped coming to see you, Doctor?
Yes, quite certainly. Just before his wife was killed. The same day, in fact.
What was his problem?
Now, you realize, I hope, that I do not normally divulge such details about my patients, but with your authorization, it was a somewhat unusual condition. ESP.
Extrasensory perception.
It's a subject about which we still know very little, but most of us have experienced it at some time or another. You yourself have probably been in the situation of sensing what is going to happen.
Yes, and it usually means trouble.
Well, it affects different people in different ways. Some adjust quickly and make good use of their powers. I believe there have been quite a number of successful theatrical acts based on the condition.
And Croxley?
He is not one of the lucky ones. It is driving him to mental illness. His powers of perception are so pronounced he can hold a complete conversation with someone without that person uttering a single word.
A mind reader?
Not quite. Telepathy, perhaps. He can anticipate. He can, how shall I say, feel the future.
And it bothers him.
To the point of mental breakdown when simple everyday phrases take on a new and terrible meaning.
Yes, well, most of it is clear now, Doctor. Thank you very much.
Croxley phoned here for you earlier today.
And?
For some unexplained reason, he wants you and Mr. Freeman to meet him at the ruin of his house at 10 tonight.
And how did he know we'd be here?
ESP?
We're early. It's only 9:30.
Yes, I always like to look over a convention hall before a conference.
Or a battleground before a battle. You know it's madness, don't you, coming here without security?
You have no choice. Listen, Alec, we have to assume that Croxley can anticipate our moves. Film script. He wrote it by reading Paul Foster's thought patterns.
Or someone told him.
No. Listen, I believe that doctor is right. Croxley has a super sensory power. And if we try to go against his wishes or try to trap him, he'll know about it.
I hope you're wrong about this.
So do I.
I know it's late, but this is not easy to live with.
Listen, Paul, you went through a pretty rough experience. It takes time.
But that was physical.
Paul, you nearly lost your life in that house. Your mind is simply trying to adjust to the recent shock it received when you were injured there.
Well, maybe you're right.
I'm sure of it. Look, if it bothers you that much, there's only one answer. Go back to the house. Overcome your anxiety. Face the problem.
Okay, Doc. I'll go home and get some rest.
Good night, Paul. See you at final medical checks tomorrow.
Croxley? Where are you?
You know, Ed? Huh? I think I'm developing ESP. I've got a feeling Croxley's here already.
You're right, Colonel.
Croxley.
The answer to your question is no. Why should I give you my gun? Be dead before your hands were on the butts. You see, I do know what you're thinking. You use a shoulder holster, Commander. Please. The lamp. You prefer the right hip, I believe, Colonel. Slowly. You have a more devious thought pattern. I want to see you clearly before I kill you. It's fitting that you should die here, Straker.
We made it easy for you.
Yes. I must say, you have particularly logical mental processes.
How long have you had this ESP, Croxley?
All my life. Oh, it got stronger about a year ago. But I remember I used to play tricks at school, predicting the future.
And UFOs? What do you know about them?
Shut up. You did it, Straker. You've been messing with things you don't understand, and you caused my wife's death.
No, Croxley. Don't you see? Use your power. Use your ESP. A UFO destroyed your house, not me. It was part of a carefully laid plan. The aliens, Croxley. They've taken over your mind. They killed your wife. They're using you. Can't you see why? They're using you to kill us.
Stella.
Croxley, for God's sake.
Mother? You're thinking about your mother. Stop it. Stop it. It's 4 minutes to 12. You die at midnight.
Croxley.
Leaving. Going home. I must see the doctor. The doctor must help me. Help me, doctor. Come through that door and I'll blow your head off.
Croxley, listen. You say you want someone to help you.
Our planet is dying. Our national resources are exhausted. We must come to Earth. We must come to Earth to survive. Mother? Stella. What are you doing? Don't try anything. Over there.
2 minutes.
Hello, Billy. Well, we'll be late for school. I know what you've got for lunch. Cheese and pickle sandwiches. No one told me. No one told me. No, don't hit me. No.
Give me the gun.
You fool. Do you think I'm going to let you get away with it? We mean no harm to peoples of Earth. Why do you attack us? We're fighting for existence. You must understand. No. There's no need for words. It is time.
He knew. Well, what did you think, Alec, when you saw Foster appear behind Croxley?
Well, shoot, for God's sake, before he... He could read our thoughts.
Yes. I'll always believe that in the last few seconds, Croxley regained control of his own mind. Well, here's to fate and fear.
Strange toast.
Not really. What brought Paul Foster to that house?
And Croxley. Fate had him marked from the moment he was born.
How much of his power did he gain from the aliens?
You mean his ESP?
We can only guess, Alec.
And how many other Croxleys are there in the world? Your toast was fate and fear.
Yes. It's fear of the unknown which helps us to keep alert, Alec. When and if the answers do come, it will be fear that helps us recognize them.
you.